Hi, in this video, we will learn the format of cash flow statement as per Accounting Standard 3 revised using the indirect method. So let's check out the format. Format of cash flow statement in the indirect method for the year ended. We need to write the date as per Accounting Standard 3 revised. The Roman number 1, we will calculate cash flow from operating activities. We will begin with A, net profit before tax and extraordinary items. Now we need to prepare a working note for this. I have written it here. The working note has to be prepared at the end of the cash flow statement, showing the calculation of net profit before tax and extraordinary items. We will go to the end of the cash flow statement and see how we will prepare the working note. So we need to give space in your answer sheet and then prepare this working note. So this is the working note 1, calculation of net profit before tax and extraordinary items. We'll begin by taking the net profit for the year as per the statement of profit and loss. In case the balance sheet is given, the difference between the closing balance and the opening balance of surplus, that is the statement of profit and loss, will give us the net profit for the year. In case the answer is negative, it means it's a net loss, and the same will be shown in brackets as a negative figure. We need to add these: any transfer to reserves, the proposed dividend for the previous year, whether it's equity dividend or preference dividend. We also need to add the interim dividend paid during the year. The provision for tax for the current year, net of refund, we need to add. And in case there are any other extraordinary items relating to operating activities which are debited to the statement of profit and loss, it needs to be added, and the same, any extraordinary items credited to statement of profit and loss has to be deducted. Now after we do this, we get what is called the net profit before tax and extraordinary items. Remember, we've prepared this as per the working note. So we will go back to the cash flow statement and insert that amount over here. A, net profit before tax and extraordinary items. After that, we need to make adjustments for the non-cash and non-operating items. The items to be added are as follows: depreciation on tangible fixed assets, any amortization on intangible fixed assets such as goodwill, patents, trademarks, any discount or loss on issue of debentures or share issue expenses or preliminary expenses which is written off to statement of profit and loss. Please note this very important point. In case any of this is written off to securities premium reserve, please do not add it back. So the amount of discount or loss on issue of debenture, share issue expenses, preliminary expenses which is written off to statement of profit and loss will be added. Interest on loans, it could be interest on bank overdraft and cash credit, or interest on debentures, or any other interest on borrowings, whether short term or long term, needs to be added back. Any premium on the redemption of preference shares and debentures also needs to be added back. Where fixed assets or investments are sold and there is a loss on the sale, such amount of loss on sale to be added back. An increase in the provision for bad and doubtful debts needs to be added. And where the statement of profit and loss is given and any bad debts has been written off, remember it's a book entry, so such bad debts written off to statement of profit and loss also needs to be added. We've checked out the items that need to be added. Let's move on to the items that need to be deducted. Interest received, dividend received, both this for a non-finance company, it needs to be deducted. Rent received has to be deducted where it is not a real estate company. Any miscellaneous income needs to be deducted. Gain on the sale of fixed assets and investments needs to be deducted. And decrease in provision for bad and doubtful debts also needs to be deducted. Now, after adjusting the non-cash and non-operating items, after adding the items to be added and deducting the items to be deducted, we arrive at what is called as operating profit before the working capital changes. Now, to this answer, we need to add any increase in current liabilities and decrease in current assets. So where there is an increase in the current liabilities and decrease in current assets, such increase in current liabilities and decrease in current assets needs to be added. We'll revise the different current liabilities and the different current assets. Under current liabilities, we have trade payables, creditors, bills payable, income received in advance and outstanding expense. And in the head of current assets, we have inventories or stock, trade receivables, debtors and bills receivable, prepaid expense, accrued income. After adding the increase in current liabilities and decrease in current assets, we will deduct the decrease in current liabilities and increase in current assets. So if there has been a decrease in the current liability and an increase in the current asset, the difference will be deducted. I have already gone through the list of current liabilities and the list of current assets. So we will go on further. So after doing this adjustment, what we arrive at is called cash generated from operations. Now we end with the cash flow from operating activities over here in the absence of income tax. But where there is income tax paid, the amount paid net of refund has to be deducted. We'll continue with the operating activities. And once this is done, we arrive at cash flow before extraordinary items. And after making the adjustments for extraordinary items, which are related to the operating activities, we arrive at cash flow from or used in operating activities. The phrase cash flow from operating activities is used where the net answer is a positive figure and cash used in operating activities is used where the net answer is a negative figure. Now once we finish operating activities, we will move on to Roman number 2, cash flow from investing activities. All inflows will be denoted by a positive figure and all outflows with a negative figure. Purchase of tangible fixed asset, outflow. Purchase of intangible fixed asset, outflow. Any purchase of investments, we are talking of non-current investments, not the current investments included in cash and cash equivalents. So this also will be an outflow. If we make loans and advances to others, it's an outflow. And the opposite of all these 4 items is inflow. That is the proceeds from the sale of tangible fixed assets, proceeds from sale of intangible fixed assets, proceeds from the sale of investments, as well as proceeds realized due to repayment of loans and advances by others. Now we need to show interest received, dividend received, and rent received. In the case of a non-finance company or a non-real estate company, this will be shown under investing activities as inflow. And after adjusting any extraordinary items which are related to investing activities, we arrive at cash flow from investing activities where the net amount is a positive figure, and cash used in investing activities where the net amount is a negative figure. Let's proceed to Roman number 3. Again, where there is inflow, we will use it as a positive figure, and where there's an outflow, it will be a negative figure. Proceeds from issue of equity shares at par or at premium, inflow. Proceeds from issue of preference shares at par or at premium, inflow. Proceeds from issue of debentures at par, at premium or at discount, inflow. Proceeds from borrowings made by the company, whether short term or long term, it's inflow. Where there is an increase in the balance of bank overdraft or cash credit, that is also an inflow. We'll move on to redemption of all the items we just specified, which will result in an outflow. Redemption of preference shares at par, premium, outflow. Redemption of debentures at par and premium, outflow. When the repayment of borrowings or loans is done, it's an outflow. A decrease in bank overdraft or cash credit will also be an outflow. We will go on to payment of final dividend or proposed dividend. It's an outflow. Payment of interim dividend, outflow. Any interest, whether it's on debentures or borrowing, short-term, long-term, bank overdraft or cash credit, payment of such interest is an financing activity, outflow. And any payment of underwriting commission or share issue expenses will be also an outflow. We will deal with any extraordinary items which are related to financing activities, such as buyback of equity shares. It will result in outflow. And finally, we will arrive at the cash flow from financing activities for a positive figure, and cash used in financing activities in the case of a negative figure. Now we just saw Roman number 1, answer of operating activities, Roman number 2, answer of investing activities, and Roman number 3, answer of financing activities. We will add 1, 2 and 3 up and get the answer as net increase or decrease in cash and cash equivalents. Net increase if the answer is a positive figure, and net decrease if the answer is a negative figure. To this, if we add the opening cash and cash equivalents, we earlier learned the items which come under this head: cash and cash equivalents, cash in hand, cash at bank, very short-term deposits or current investments or marketable securities. So all these, the opening balance of this, if we add, we will arrive at the cash and cash equivalents in the end of the year. Please remember to note that the answer of cash and cash equivalents at the end, which we will arrive at after adding item number 4 and after adding to that item number 5, the answer which we arrive at should tally with the closing cash and cash equivalents in the closing balance sheet of the company. And if it does not tally, then we know that the preparation of cash flow statement has not been done correctly. So in this video, we learnt the format of cash flow statement as per Accounting Standard 3 revised. In the upcoming videos, we will solve example sums for the preparation of cash flow statement.